Alright guys, welcome to another Oktoberfest beer review, and today we have got the first of two Oktoberfest beers from Paulaner. It's pretty much the same beer, but one comes in bottle form and one comes in can form. And I was going to do like a side-by-side sort of video comparing both of them, but I don't think there'll be really anything too noticeable in terms of what's in the bottle compared to what's in the actual can. If it was a bit more of like a hoppier beer or something a little bit different, then I might have done a comparison. But I'm going to review both the can and bottle in separate videos, just so I can spread these Oktoberfest beers throughout the month of October, obviously. So today is the can one, and yeah, nice and simple. What you expect. Got those lovely, well, older busty women carrying all those big glasses of beer. It's not as sexed up as some Oktoberfest beers can be when they've got a busty, blue-eyed, blonde woman on the front. But yeah, it looks traditional enough, and then you've got the Bavarian flag in the background, albeit gold. So yeah, it's a pretty looking can, and this is clocking in at 6%. I think this is the heaviest one that I've done so far, which isn't really saying much because I only reviewed 2 so far this year. But yeah, I'm sure most of you guys have tried this one before. So, canned beer. It's one for the canned beer playlist, I suppose. Let's give this an open. I've not long since bought this actually, and it's been in the fridge for about an hour and a half, so it's not too chilled, so I should still get some flavour in there. And I'm using the craft glass because, yeah, Paulaner might be a macro brewery, but I think they're worthy of the much respected and well feared craft glass. I hate people who have that sort of attitude. Just put whatever beer you want in whatever glass you want. Put a lager in a wheat beer glass. Put a macro fucking drain pour in your Taku glass. Doesn't really matter to me. But anyway, I know there are some people who will be like, I can't believe you just said that, but yeah, anyway. Beer in the glass, and that's a nice orangey, sort of crystal clear. Sort of crystal clear? Yeah, it is crystal clear. Just a bit smudged around the glass. I don't think I washed this properly. But yeah, got a nice clarity to it. And yeah, slight orangey tones, almost slightly rusty sort of colour, with an ever so slight faint, almost amber tinge to it. But it's a little bit more deeper than what you'd expect. And yeah, it looks good. It looks like a good standard lager so far. So let's give this a bit of a twizzle. Beer poured with about 1 finger's worth of just about off-white foamy head. Seems to be staying like that. So yeah, let's give it a sniff. Well, I'll definitely pick up the malts in there straight away. That's a given. Getting sort of like an oaty sort of aroma. Like roasty, toasty oats, that sort of thing. There's a slight savoury biscuit in there as well. Like one of those like Scottish wheat biscuits. Getting a ever so slight hint of a rye flour in there as well. Like a brown bread crust, slightly scorched. But then there's a nice sweet honey aroma to it as well. Not really getting any citrusy notes, wasn't expected to. Alright, maybe a very, very slight lemony sort of vibe right in the background. But yeah, it's got this like slightly sweetened cake, doughy sort of aroma to it. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Took a bit too much then. Excuse me. It's what you expect from how much of a cop out is that? It's what you kind of expect from one of these Oktoberfest style beers. You get those malts there, but they've got this slight oaty caramel sort of flavour to them, which sort of blends into an almost toffee-like flavour. It's not as savoury as what you'd expect from like a Hellesbier, because they sometimes have these really earthy, savoury malt characteristics. This is slightly sweetened. You get a slight bit of cinnamon in this one, a little bit of nutmeg. Not so much as like what you'd expect from like a Dunkel or a Bock beer, but it's a little bit more desserty, but still has those slight earthy lager tones to not really make it too sickly. It's got a nice amount of crispness to it. It's clean. It's, you know, very, very drinkable. Got a nice medium mouthfeel. That head's completely dissipated, and it almost looks like some whiskey almost. It looks a bit more luminous on camera, as is the case. But yeah, it's a really nice, tasty beer, and it suits its purpose. You know, Oktoberfest, surrounded by people. You know, you've got pretzels, you've got like loads of meat, loads of salty food, salty snacks. Just sat outside. It's a little bit cooler because it's not as warm as it was, you know, the previous month. So it's one of those, for the right moment, you're just going to sink these down. And yeah, there's nothing too pretentious about it. It doesn't try to be anything else. It's just a well-rounded Festbier at the end of the day. And it's got that Paulaner quality to it. So it's definitely up there with the likes of the Hackeshaw Oktoberfest Märzen. And yeah, you could see why this is such a popular beer, not only inside of Germany but outside of Germany, because, you know, come Oktoberfest season, all your websites, all your bottle shops will stock these, and you'll always see a Paulaner Oktoberfest beer. And it's definitely worth the price that you pay, £2 or £3, something like that. I mean, this cost me, when I get the deposit back, the recycling back, €1. And, you know, for a high quality beer for €1, you know, you're not going to complain anyway. It's one of those beers that you're just going to sit back, kick back, just enjoy with your friends, enjoy the conversation, just casually drink it. But there's flavour there, so you can pick out tones. It's not just like a bland Hellesbier, even though Paulaner do an absolutely beautiful Hellesbier in their Munich Helles, one of my favourite beers in general. When you get a good Hellesbier, when you get a good lager, when you get a good Märzen, when you know, these beer styles that some people just have this odd thing against them. Oh, I don't like lagers, I can't drink lagers, you know, lagers are for blah 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 blah. Drink this and you'll see that you can do so much with the style. And from a brewery like Paulaner, you're always going to get that quality, and it comes through. And yeah, very, very nice indeed. Can't fault it too much. For me, out of the three that I've tried so far this year, the Hackeshaw one is my favourite by far. But this, well, I say by far, and then I'm going to say this is a close second. This is a very, very close second to the Hackeshaw Oktoberfest Märzen. And yeah, in a can, you know, it's a little bit easier to carry around. You can fit more in your bag, that sort of thing. You don't have to worry about glass bottles smashing. Yeah, you have to pay a little bit more in terms of the recycle, but you get that back, and you can use that to buy more Oktoberfest beer. And yeah, it's definitely a 9 out of 10. Can't really fault this at all. It's just not hitting that level that the Hackeshaw one has reached. And I think Hackeshaw's, you know, still a Paulaner owned brewery. So, you know, Paulaner have got two of the best Oktoberfest beers on the market here in Germany. and yeah, very well deserved, because this is a beautiful drink, and I look forward to, you know, not only reviewing the glass bottle but just drinking it, because I could just do a proper session on this one. And it's one of those beers where it comes towards the end of Oktoberfest season. You'll probably find this for, you know, about three-quarters of the price. So you can, you know, stock up, and you're still going to get nice flavour. You're going to get a nice malt build. You're going to get a nice character. And yeah, it's just above that simple, you know, quaffable Helles, because it's got flavour and it's got character. And yeah, if you see this in your local bottle shop, definitely pick this up, as well as the Hackashaw, and of course pick yourself up a bottle of the Augustina Helles beer, because, well, the Helles lager beer, because that is just a beautiful drink. But yeah, this is fantastic. So if you tried this one, let me know your thoughts and opinions. And if you want to find out more about Paulaner and this brewery, links are down below. Of course, check out the Oktoberfest 2016 playlist. Not too sure how many more I'm going to do, because, to be honest, I've not really been around to many of the other supermarkets and bottle shops, so I'm sure I'll be able to, you know, have enough to at least do reviews throughout October. So yeah, it's a 9 out of 10 from me, Paulaner Oktoberfest beer. Probably shouldn't have invested 11 minutes into this video, but I don't care. I'm kind of used to these ramblings, because it's nice to talk to someone about beer. You know, that's the way I see it. And the whole point is, you watch beer tubers. It's good to watch beer tubers when you're drinking a beer yourself. So yeah, where am I going with that? I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter if you haven't done so already. And yeah, I hope you'll subscribe for more beer reviews. So the next Oktoberfest beer is going to be the same beer, just in a bottle. Got to get those views in somehow. See you guys later.